Okay, here is the second video on graphing a quadratic inequality that is set up in vertex form. And I'll show you this again, standard form versus vertex form. When we have a quantity squared, we can take the vertex right out of the equation. So the vertex is hk, and just look in that position. So in this case, h is -3, or 3, and k is -2. So why I say it's +3 is because our form is that. So h, oh, that's supposed to be square. So h minus k. So h itself is 3. One way you can kind of look at this is if you think of this as a -3, then you always just take the opposite of it and make it +3. Okay, so we have our vertex very quickly. It's right there. So the same process. I'm going to try to plug in maybe 2, 1, see where, because I know since a is negative, okay, a is -2 in this case, I know it's going to move downward. So let's try, I know 3, -2 is a point, but let's try 2 and 1 and maybe 0. Okay, so just plug it in. And I know most of you use a calculator to figure this out, but when it's in vertex form, you know, you can kind of think through this. This is -1 squared, which is just 1. So -2 times 1 is -2, minus 2 is -4. So, of course, you can just plug that into your calculator. Make sure, you know, you did it right. So again, what's nice about this is you can just go in and change this to a 1. You get -10, and if you make this a 0, you get -20. So this is your y-intercept that's way down here off the graph, so it's not going to fit. So looks like I'm only going to be able to plot 2 -4 and 1 -10. This thing's symmetrical, so I can plot the other points. Now I look at my sign. It is less than or equal to, so that's going to be a solid line. So it's not perfect, but it'll work. Okay, and then again, test point is any point that you want. Like I said, 0, 0. If it's not part, it's the easiest one to test. So let's plug that in. 0 for y, 0 for x. 3. As you hear my daughter calling for me in the background, but here we go. So 0 is less than, this is -2 times, now this is -3 squared, which is 9, minus 2. Minus 2. So this is 0 is less than or equal to, this is -18 minus 2. So I'm getting a little close off the screen, so 0 is less than or equal to, this is -20. So if I look at that, 0 is not less than -20, it's greater than. So since 0, 0 was not a solution, or it was false, okay, so your non-solutions are on the outside. All your solutions are on the inside.